Okay. Hello everyone. My name is Hamza, and I'm part of BroCode Canada. And today, all of you are here for a career growth workshop. And this meeting is being recorded for people if they want to revisit it again. So let's start. So just an introduction. This is the first time ever we are holding this kind of workshop or seminar through BroCode, and the objective is to share the knowledge with greater masses, and I hope it helps in the end. And right now, in today's session, we have got three things on our agenda. One is LinkedIn, second is portfolio website, and third is resume. Nowadays, these three things are very important. They're critical nowadays in for applying jobs, to have a professional presence in the market, and whichever field you are in. I myself am in the software field in IT, and even if you're not, that's fine. It's all about your professional presence online and how you show and how you present yourself. So we are going to start this today, and I hope you learn everything. You're most welcome to take notes, but in the end, I'll share my notes with you. I'm going to share all the files and all the templates that I have. Just a disclaimer, all those files that will be shared are from MPM Unlimited. That is the institution, that is the Instagram page that I went to and I paid money and I learned all that. So, yes, the session is presented by me, but the material is not mine. I don't claim it. Just a disclaimer. So, let's move on. For LinkedIn. So what is LinkedIn? LinkedIn is not your average Facebook or Instagram social media. It is a social media for professionals to connect and reach out, help each other, get involved in everybody's day-to-day 9 to 5 job or business activities. It depends how you what kind of person you are on LinkedIn. There are a lot of scammers also, but there are bad eggs everywhere. But mostly it is a network where you connect to like-minded people, and not even like-minded. It's more about a professional setting where you can connect, where you can reach out, where you can apply for jobs. And as you can see the facts over here, 950 million users are there worldwide. 90% of recruiters use LinkedIn, and that is absolutely correct. And I know this personally because I got hired through LinkedIn a couple of times before, and I know people who got sponsorships for their companies through LinkedIn. People have reached out to them, and they have reached out to people, got referrals, got sponsorship, and much more. And the whole point is to get seen by others because there are so many users. You have to stand out in the market. If you're not standing out, then you're just an average person on this platform. To stand out, today I'm going to give all that tips. So let's move on. So a profile is something that is very personal. It is not just your name, your contact number, your details. It is all those things that you have done, but at the same time, you're presenting yourself. But how I'm going to go through it is that I'm going to explain everything and I'm going to move on to that part for demonstration because this is a workshop and I want it to be mostly hands-on, and I wish it to be like that. So in a normal LinkedIn profile, we have got different sections, and each section has can be filled with different type of data. So we have got the profile basics, we have got a custom URL. URL means that you can have your name, you can have your title over there. If you're a doctor, if you're an engineer, whatever professional domain that you work in, you can add it over there just to give a strong presence to your URL when you're sharing it with others. Uh, We always should have a professional cover photo and a professional background photo. So I'm going to show how it should be, but if you want to use templates, you can always use from Canva. It's free to use. The tagline is very important. Just for the sake of it, I'm going to quickly show an example. This is my own profile. This is, oh, sorry. Why is this slow? This is my profile right now. This is my graduation photo right now. This is the cover photo.
Mm-hmm.
This kind of profile depicts what kind of person I am, what I'm doing. I've got all the important keywords that are here in the tagline. See over here, there's portfolio, website mentioned. There's a lot of things. I'm going to come back, but this is my personal URL, which is my complete name, which is easier to put
Mm-hmm.
it on my resume. And we're going to talk all about this. Just I was giving a demonstration, a quick one, but this is how it should be. And it's not your Instagram so or Facebook that you will have very funky photos or like side
Yeah.
photos and everything. It needs to be very professional, like your clear face, clear background if possible, or blurred background. And of course, have a good impression, like smile, so that it gives a soft touch to others.
Yeah.
Sorry. So the content again, we will be talking about it is about section. Of course, if a third person looks at my profile, I need to tell them that who I am, what I do, and why do I do it. And that is critical because nobody scans your profile. There's so many people. So an average, the time to look at a LinkedIn profile is just mostly 10 seconds probably, right? Because when you're scrolling down, that is the average span of attention.
Mm.
So the about section needs to be very concise, but at the same time, your experience, whatever you have done, may it be your work experience, it could be your internship or co-op or anything that you have done, it needs to be there. And similarly, we have got certifications and licenses. It can be any licenses or any certificate that you might have got in your entire life. I always say that those certificates that you might have got in your college or in university, they're better off being on LinkedIn rather than in your personal folders, because they're going to just stay over there for their entire life, but over here they're gonna have some importance. So similarly, projects. I'm from IT domain, so that's why I would say GitHub is the best place to add your code, your things, and share over here. But regardless, it doesn't need to be on some platform. It could be entirely on LinkedIn as well. And I'll tell you why all these small things are important in the end, but they are. Also, volunteering. Volunteering is such a big thing that no one talks about because it gives an edge. It gives an edge on what kind of person you are. Because mostly companies they look forward for people who are into volunteering because usually they have company events, they have other social events, and they always love people who like to volunteer and give back to the community. But at the same time, we have different kind of sections. We've got posts, we have got links, we have got articles, and we have got an option to download the whole LinkedIn profile. So one of the important things that is very very small, but it is yet very powerful is skills to have on your LinkedIn. And I have to say it enough that skills need to be more than 50 plus on your profile, and they need to be associated with the work or with the certificate or with your education on LinkedIn. I'm going to show all that and I'm going to show how to do all that, but this is just a theory session right now. And once the LinkedIn section completes, I'm going to demonstrate it. Okay, now let's move on to the next one. Yes. So LinkedIn, as we said, is not only to have a good profile, it is how you use it. So we have got three different things that we can do. We have got posting, we have got engagement through that. We have got job hunting, of course. Mostly people use it for a job. Another platform is Indeed. There is monster.com. There's a lot of different platforms where you can apply for jobs, but LinkedIn is yet another popular one. Then we have got networking strategies. So let's talk about them one by one. Posting. Why posting is important? Posting is important because the way LinkedIn works is that if I reach a comment or like on my friend's post, it's going to reach out to my connections. It's not even my post, but because I commented, it's going to go to my friend's profile and it's going to show it over there. That is how LinkedIn works. So let's say if you see a job poster and you see that, oh, it's going to help my audience, you could just comment. You can say, just commenting for my audience, and all your connections are gonna see that on your homepage, because that is how you reach out to others. So it's a very simple way. You have to be active once or twice a month. You need to have a post. It could be about anything that is related to your field, anything that is a new article, a new news, or it could be also any new achievement or certificate that you have done. So there are different things you can do. I usually post stuff related to my field, my certifications, anything that I do, and I always remember to tag the company that I've got the certificate from, or the college, or the educational institution that I have done that certification or completed that education from. I always mention them, because then again that increases the reach, because these big institutions have a greater audience, and if you have got a good profile and if you want other people to come and visit it, you need to reach out, and this is one of the way of reaching out. So job hunting. So there are different kind of strategies that I'm going to talk about, and trust me, I never knew them and I used to randomly apply, but once I got to know them, it was super helpful, and I personally feel that gives me an edge over others, because I have that knowledge and others don't. uh, but it is very useful. So those are the filters. They're not your average filters that this is what you have to do and this and that. It is a bit more technical, and it's very simple. Yeah, I'm going to show you. It's changing how the time in the URL, and it gives you different kind of details. And then we have got Chrome extensions. These Chrome extensions that are mentioned over here, I use them on a daily basis. They're the best ones. They're free to use. And one is Easy Tracker. That is basically, I'm going to show actually before. So it is basically, this is Easy Tracker over here. This is the Chrome extension that shows for people who join. This is my profile. So this is Easy Tracker. So it just gives, it just scrapes stuff. So if I go on jobs, and so let's go for this job that is over here. And if I just use this Easy Tracker, it reads the page and it shows me that it has picked up this job, and I can add it to applied, or wish list, or different kind of options, and then I can go on Easy Tracker and see all my jobs that I applied to. I can go back to my email and see which of the companies or applications I got rejection from, and from which I got interviews, and I could place those job cards accordingly, and it is the best way to track what you have done and what you haven't. But at the same time, we have got job analytics. That's how you can say it. So this is a very powerful Chrome extension. So nowadays, when we are going to get to the resume section, I'll be telling that how keywords are important nowadays. And you know how we say that, oh, the AI is going through the CV resume, and we are using this and that. These are the basically things that AI platforms or AI tools are looking for. And those are keywords, and it could be very hectic when you're doing it manually. So the best way is to use this extension. I use it again, and one again, quickly because it's a small thing I'm going to show. This is how the extension works. So as you can see, I've got my resume over here. I've uploaded it over here. This is the extension. And it gives me how much the match of keywords it has according to the job description. And let's say if it is 70 and above, that's a good score. That means you can apply, and the ATS software that the companies use are going to pass it through. ATS means application tracking system that the companies, mostly the big companies, use. That is why if you're not used to ATS or you want to deflect from it, better off you applying for startups or small companies with like small size, because usually they can't afford the ATS system or the subscription, so they just do it manually. But regardless, this practice that I was telling you to change the keywords, and just another example. So this is, it reads off and it tells me. So my resume is 65% match. So see, this is very useful. So do install this um, uh, Chrome extension for your use. Second is networking strategies. One of the things no one ever told me was what does first and second and third connection means on LinkedIn. And I only got to know later or sooner that the first person it shows on another person. Let's say I've got a friend named Iqbal, and if I'm a friend to him, if I've got a direct connection, like you know how you're a Facebook friend, you're an Instagram follower, similarly you connect with people on LinkedIn, and if you are connected, your profiles are connected, then it shows first on that. And if there's a friend of Iqbal, then it shows second on their profile, that it's a second connection, it is a indirect connection to you. That also means that you can reach out to them and ask for referrals for any companies that they are working. You can reach out to the a friend of friend saying that, oh, you are my second connection through a friend, and I was hoping that if you could give me a referral, this is a job, this is my qualification, XYZ. And the best thing is to connect with recruiters and hiring managers. They usually post on their own profile, and if you have connected with them, then on your profile it will show those job descriptions. So you don't have to essentially go on jobs and look for jobs. You can always look for immediate jobs with direct connections on your own profile. So always do follow recruiters whenever you are applying for job, any job. Connect with the person who has posted that job poster, and also follow the company. You will always get more jobs showing up on your homepage. Okay, next. Okay, so over here we have got the LinkedIn section completed, and now is the demonstration part for LinkedIn. So I'm going to quickly start off. Let's go back to my profile. I've got notes written down just to know what to talk about and what not to. So we are going one by one. Okay, perfect. So starting off, oh, it didn't open. Okay, starting off, you're going to see a very descriptive profile, but I want to connect with someone who doesn't have one. So let's open this random person, and I am going to first see this person. Okay, as you can see, the first thing I've seen is not a professional cover photo. It doesn't tell that he's a software QA right now, and there's nothing in his description. He do have a lot of connections, but there's nothing in his about. We studied in the like at the same college. That's why it shows me. And there's no only one activity that also he reposted. There's his experience from Nepal, but there's nothing over there. It is very dry profile. Uh, he has done a lot of certifications, 12 plus, but that is still not enough. So this is where his profile ends. This is it. And compared to mine. Oh, there's a line over here. What happened? Why did this come? Okay, okay, it's gone. Okay, over here, I'm going to just quickly show. I'm going to zoom in for the greater audience. I don't know. Okay, so as you can see, this is a profile photo. Profile photo, if it's on a plain back, oh, too much, too much. Okay, this should be enough. Okay, so the cover photo needs to depict something that is close to your field. This is what I felt was the best thing. You can always do it on Canva. Canva is a free platform. You can add your data over there. You can, if you just type in LinkedIn banner, it give you an exact image for this same size. You don't have to resize or anything. Just add your data, and this is what you'll get. Okay, this is a verified status, and I would definitely say get your profile verified. It could be through your company email, it could be through your educational institution email. Get it verified. It gives a very professional look to your profile. Similarly, the keywords in your tagline. These taglines are important because when recruiters search, they search for these kind of keywords. Okay, I'm looking for an AWS certified person, so they're just gonna write that keyword, and if those keywords that are important to your job field or your job that you're looking for, you are going to pop up at the first instance because you have got it in your tagline. And if you're a connection to that person, then even better because you're going to come as a first connection. They can message you and everything else. So over here, I've got my portfolio website. If I click on it, it's going to take me somewhere. I don't want to show it right now. This is a bit of a demo, but we are gonna go to it afterwards. So this is see how I've written open to work, and I've written what kind of roles I'm open to, one of another thing. Okay, before moving on, you can add all the data that is not in your profile through these three options over here. This is a profile section. If you click on it, you can add your education. You've got your position, service. This is the recommended, as I was telling you, the license and certification, projects, courses, uh, recommendation. I'm going to talk about this thing. This is a very important thing. No one focuses on. Then we have got additional ones. Always do this. I have got my awards over here. I have no patents or publications, but I do have volunteer experience. So I have added that to my profile. So moving on forward. So this is the about section I have. This is not extensively big, but not very short. It tells literally the whole summary about my profile. It tells me where or it tells you where I have worked, what I have done, and what technologies I've used. And this is super easy. Once you have added everything, you can always add this in the end because once you have added all the sections, okay, you have to go over here, resources, and save to PDF. Once you save it to PDF, it gives all the description. Actually, let's do it. So, okay, if I do this and if I show what is the download, so one sec. So this is right now what LinkedIn produced. This is the literally the resume. It is very long. It shouldn't be this long, but it is a very quick way of getting information about yourself. So, all my education, all my work that I've done, and different kind of things. My contacts are here, top skills are here, certifications and everything. So why I'm showing you this, it is important to, once you have added individual sections, you can download this and you can literally copy paste it in Chat GPT. It's an AI tool for people who don't know. And you can then just tell them or tell it that kindly give me a summary for my LinkedIn profile, for my about section, and it will give you a whole summary based on that. That is how I did. That is how I uh, would expect you all do as well. Okay, moving on forward is my featured section. This is the section where you have to add it by yourself, and these are the things that a person, anybody who visits your profile, looks immediately and see like, oh wow, he has done this, he has done this, and this is what you have to do. This is what you have to show in your current section. You can always add it from here. You can change them, but what I want to show is featured is different and activity section is different. This is my activity. This is the post that I made. This is the, oh, okay. This is the post that I made. So I'm gonna go back because okay, this was the post. As you can see, I tagged my friends, I tagged all my professors, I tagged the educational institution, and uh, because of that, I got more reach. I got more people commenting on it. I've got more likes than ever. Uh, and that is how you actually do it. So this is another certification I did, and it was a free course. I'm going to teach you all that, how to do that. We are half an hour in our session, and we still have time. So this is the experience. This is where I've worked different companies, and as you can see the description over here, you can see that the description is quite a lot. uh, I try to tend to keep more minimum 3 pointers, and that is how it should be. There is a way of writing these pointers, and we are going to talk about once we are in the resume part of our workshop. But this is how it should be. You have got, see, you can see different kind of analytics. You can see different kind of verbs that are used. It's just not like, oh, I've done this and that's it. No, you have to explain what you do, how did you do it, and for what reason you did it, right? So this is one of the experience. Another one, for each one I've got different things that I've done. I've got these keywords. These are the words that are in job description: Google Scholar, back end, automate, uh let's see, real-time error handling, pipeline optimization. These are the words that are usually in the job description, and if they are on your resume, that is where it will match and it will show you. Similarly, the skills I was talking about, you need to have 50 plus skills. I'm going to show it at the bottom, but this is where the skills are connected to my experience. Similarly, see, this is how I've mentioned it. This is the job that I was in UK. I was working in Manchester, and literally I got an interview through LinkedIn, and now it stays forever on my profile. But this is where I'm trying to tell you magic do happen, and you do get jobs through it only if you have a good professional presence. So moving on forward is education. So usually people just say that, oh, I've done education for a long time. Why should I care that much? But no, it is as important as your work experience. So not too much, but what concentration of modules or programs that you were doing, and the courses I was doing, and again, skills. Skills are very important. How to add skills, I'm going to show you that, but there's always this plus point where you can plus icon where you can add more education and you can edit the current ones. And I've got 5 more educations that I've done. Licenses again. Okay, certifications and licenses. I've got more than 22 plus. That is what I focus on. And it could be as simple as getting certificates on LinkedIn Learning. If anybody uses that, it could be as simple as using it on Udemy, on Coursera, on Class Central. That is, these are the platforms I use. Sometimes a lot of courses are paid, others are not. But in any case, I would say no certificate is smaller than other. I've got some really professional certificates over here as well, but others are really for just social purposes. Uh, just to show you what my 22 certifications that on LinkedIn they seem a lot, but I know that a lot of them are just something that I did. So these are the AWS ones are something that are very important to me or my field, and you can see that I've added credentials and links and different kind of data over here. See there's skills attached to each certifications as well. But look at this, serving all customer. This might not help me in my IT field, but this is what it shows to other person that, oh, see, okay, he has communication skills. He knows this is something that I was when I was working part-time as a security guard. I have a use of force. I've got a first aid certificate. Imagine there's a emergency situation in an office setting, and they know that you have first aid certification just because they saw it on your LinkedIn. So these kind of things can help in a lot of things. So see, as I was saying, LinkedIn Learning. This is through LinkedIn Learning, literally basic certifications, but as essential as any other. Okay, going back. Why is it not? Okay, going back is education. We have done education, we have done licenses and certification. Now time for projects. Project could be anything that you can disclose. If you have signed an NDA through your company, then do not post it over here. You can land in legal trouble. But if it is something that you've worked on personally, it could be anything that is closely related to your field, your domain. So I've worked on different projects. This is a project that I worked for my college that I was working studying in, and this was my final year project that I worked with my friends over here that I've mentioned. So look how descriptive it is, right? This is a project. It is something different than your work experience that you do, and this is how I've presented it over here. I've got four more projects. You guys are most welcome to look at my profile and visit them, but I mentioned a link as well where it will take me and it will show the source code. In For me, it is like that. It shouldn't be the same case for some artist or other person, but you can always link uh, your certifications, your pictures, your anything that is related to that event that you have achieved, and link it over here. Similarly, as I'm mentioning it again, the skills are connected over here. Moving on forward are my volunteering experience that I've done. When I was in UK, I took part in a lot of volunteering, and nowadays I'm volunteering for BroCode that I have not mentioned here. Again, I should. And similarly, I have volunteered for a lot of positions, so I have mentioned them over here. Skills. This is the section that I've been talking about again and again. Look at this. I've got 100 skills. That I guess that's the maximum limit. You can't have more than, see, it says actually you have added the maximum numbers of skills. Look at your profile and see how many skills do you have. Why is that important? Because it connects, it binds your work. It not only shows that whatever you are, because you can add any skill. I can say that, oh, I'm a really good dancer, right? But what is the proof of that? Why should anybody believe you? So when you connect it and link it with different kind of experiences, different kind of things that you have on your profile, it gives credibility to your profile, saying that, okay, I've written object-oriented programming. I've got infrastructure as service. Where have I done that? See, there are two different places that I've actually used that skill. So this is as critical. Okay, this section, recommendations. I feel mostly people on LinkedIn, they don't do this thing, but this is such an important thing. Trust me, it is like someone's giving a Google review to you, and it's only given once. You can only receive it once, and you always have an option to post it on your profile or not. but I'm going to teach you how to get recommendations. And this is my friends that I work with. I've got other people from different parts of my life, and I've got students that I work with. These are students. This is my friend that I worked with a project, and this is a former colleague. This is another person that I studied with in. This is again another friend. So as you can see, everything is linking up. We both studied. This is the time. This is what they have given. There's no force for them. They could give you any review, but people in your social circle, tell them, ask them, give them review. How to ask for review. Let's say I've got this person that I was showing, but I am not connected to this person. So let's open this person because I'm connected. Okay, this is another guy that is in my contacts. And how would I ask for? I would go in more, and over here it shows request a recommendation, or I could recommend him. This is how you request for a recommendation. If you click on it, you can, oh, how do I know this? We studied together. What was the position? This is all the experiences that I've put on my profile, by the way. So I was a student, and just like that, and just send. And then they'll receive a LinkedIn message. You can contact them personally on LinkedIn, and once they give that, the recommendation is going to show over here. And the reason it is important is when we are going to go on the portfolio section, and it looks beautiful when you see that so many people have commented and given you recommendations on different parts of your life. So do ask for, oops. So do ask for recommendation um, from your boss, from your colleagues, from your friends. So very important. So let's see, because I want to complete this. Okay, why is it not? Sorry guys, my internet has been slow. Or it is my laptop. I'm not sure. Open. Okay, it is. Okay, while that is loading, the LinkedIn section has been completed for my profile. Okay, but now I'm going to teach you the strategies for job application, or how to reach out to followers and recruiters. I'm just waiting for the page to load. I don't like that it shows. Okay. Okay, I've got this document that I would want to talk about, and I will be sharing the link. Actually, let's share the link right now, before I forget, in the group chat. You can download all these things from this drive that I'm sharing. Do tell me if it is not accessible, and I will look for everyone in the meeting. And here you guys go. Okay, perfect. I've mentioned the link. You can download all the data that is over here. So as I said, I got it through NPM that you can see over here. We have got different things that they've mentioned, and I'm not distributing it commercially. Just a disclaimer. It is a property of theirs. As I paid for it, I can use it and I can share it. So we have got different templates. Cold email. What is cold email? Cold email is when you reach out to a person, and the lead could go cold. And but the thing is, let's say if you're cold emailing people, 100 people a day, just an unrealistic thing. Let's go for 20 people. That's more realistic. And you know that it might go to junk folders, or it might go to spam, but 2 out of 10 people are going to reply to you. So over here, I'm not going to go in depth, or else this session is going to go very deep. But this is different kind of cold email templates mentioned over here for recruiters, for follow up if someone you have applied and you're asking for them. And if you have the recruiter's email or hiring manager's email, and if that person that you have applied that job for, you know their email, you can always go through this template. And as you can see, there are different things you can message on LinkedIn, cold email, interview, different kind of things. I'm not gonna get into that, but what I am going to, okay, why is it crashing? That one. Okay, perfect. Also, when I send my resume to the people that I was talking about, MPM, so this is how they optimized my LinkedIn. That is how I know what I'm telling you, because I was in the same boat as you guys. And see, this is what my profile was before. And as you see, this is what they told me. They told me, oh, change this. This is professional headshot is good. You can use these platforms to change it. This is the headline. This is the mini paragraph that they gave, and something that I added afterwards as well. This is the work experience. They told me include bullets. Skill section should go see at least 40 to 50. These are tough soft skills that should be there, and courses and certification. So this is something that they did for me, and this is what my knowledge is based on. And similarly, I've mentioned all these files in the link over there. This is another document that they shared. You can always dive into it later on, and they're telling you how it should be. So imagine this is how serious LinkedIn is, where you have to get into so much depth. But if you use this platform in the correct way, you can go a long way. So let's move on back and let's focus on job, right? Job strategies. So one of the things I was talking about, and I really wish I don't forget. Let's just write, see, a different kind of. Let's just go for it. Oh, sorry, that's a wrong country. I'm in Canada, so let's do well. Canada. This is where I live. So cloud engineer. Let's go for that. Let's go for this one. Okay. And over here, see, these are different kind of jobs. Okay, why is it showing Dubai again? Should not. Okay, regardless, Canada. Okay, perfect. I've got Canada, different provinces. Okay, so over here, you always have to apply quick. That is the rule. If the job description has been posted, if there's a job over here, as you can see, it has been a week ago. There are hundreds of applicants. You should still try your luck. Never leave a job description that is closely related to. So see this profile, this job is not related to my, or I've got less keywords in my resume right now, so I would not just blindly apply for it. That is the wrong way to do so. That is what we all of the people are doing. Oh, just because I'm a cloud engineer and it says cloud over here, let's just apply for it. No, you have to change those keywords. You have to change your resume. I'll just give you a quick demo of my resume, and I've shared the template with you guys as well. So this is my resume over here, or as I said, this is my master resume. uh, you have the same amount of data that you have in LinkedIn, but this is only 2 pages. So if you have got a lot of, I'm going to talk in detail when we cover the resume section, but all I'm telling you is this is the master one, and over here are the skills. So to match those keywords, what you can do is you go over here to the extension that I was talking. For new people, this is the job analytics extension that I would tell everyone to go for. And once you press analyze, it shows the keywords that are matching, and it shows me the keywords that are not matching. Now, looking at these keywords, let's see what I've done. I'm a computer science student. I have done I use command line on my daily basis. I am a cloud computing professional. I worked on Apache. I've worked on backend. Flask, maybe not. Helm, no. HTML, yes. OpenShift, no. IAS, yes. I was showing you the skill that I have. TDD, yes, I've got the skill as well. But just because I have that skill doesn't mean the recruiter or the person that I'm applying for knows that as well. So you need to add those skills either, going back to my resume, either over here, just make a little change, download it from here. This is Google Docs, so this is very good for making edit. You can visit it on your on your phone or your laptop, anywhere else. And similarly, you can change the work experience that you have done, the description that there is. One of the mistake that I was doing, and I would tell you guys to avoid it, is I was changing the complete description of the work that I've done. It's a big no. Do not do that. Tweak a little bit, change little bit, but do not change the entire work experience that you have done, because you can fall in deep waters once your interview process comes, and they're picky about every point, and they're like, where have you done this, how did you do that? So if you have just added a phony pointer, so it could go very wrong for you, and then you'll be embarrassed, and you have to give an explanation for that. So best practice is to not do that. Okay, so moving on forward, as I was telling you, the person, see, this is a third connection to me. This is someone that I am connected to, has a friend, and is connected to this person. So if this person is a recruiter, as it says, hiring for US and Canadian market, I would go on his profile, I would connect with him, I would so LinkedIn also provides premium features. If you want to pay, if you have LinkedIn Premium, you can message without connecting. Look at his cover photo. Wow, this is even better than I have. I think you guys should have this one. But this is where you should follow him. Like I am following him. You can go to more and connect. Because see, now this is where it gets tricky. If you're adding a note, it will take you to the premium feature. So usually what I do, and this is what is recommended, if you see a job description today, you need to uh, connect with that person and wait for him a day, because these recruiters are very active every day. They connect with everyone like this. So once you guys are connected, you can send them a free message. And as I said, that the cold email templates that I showed you guys, you can visit them and you can copy paste from there, add it accordingly, use AI tools and reach out to them. um, let's say send without a note, right? Just to connect. And this is how your invitation to connect was sent. So once I'll connect to him, I'll go back. I'm going to save it for now, so that later on I can see it in my jobs over here, or in my saved. I don't want to move from this page, but I'll show you where the saved are later. So it gives all the details that you have, and this is how you can do it. One thing that I would say that I was talking about is, let's go for a specific one. Okay, so well, yes. So I've got these, okay, this job. So this is a contract job, but it shows me that it is 53% match. I've read the job description. Can use AI tools. Again, the keywords. Uh, are important. You can always get it from the extension, but I was telling about this easy tracker. So if I just open easy tracker, oh, it is easy tracker. Perfect. So easy tracker, we've got a lot of different one. We've got teal, we have got easy tracker. They're different bunch of, but I like why is it not opening? I like this one a lot. Okay, there it is. So this is how it shows me. See, I've got rejection, a lot of rejection recently, but this is where I've applied. Uh, I have not updated it. I have just been applying. This is like 84 applications in like what, 2 months, but this is still very less. But the way I do is I change the keywords, I apply, so it takes a lot of time. I've got other things as well, so not that active as I should be. So a lesson for me myself. So this is how you connect. Let's see what else that I had. Post and okay, perfect. So let's go to my home. So I was talking about the reach, that how to reach someone. So this is someone that I worked with in the company before. This is my contact. This is my contact. He is not my, actually he is as well because shows first. Let's go for a different example. No, this is my connection as well. Okay, this person, see, this person is my connection, and he has just commented for himself that he is interested in this job that there is. And trust me, this job is related to my field because me and him, we have the same, literally the same job title. So just because he commented, I got it, I reacted to it, and I can apply for it. I know this person. I can open him. I like open his profile. I can connect with him, and I can tell that you know what, I have got more related skills. So just join it. Just apply for it. So this is another way of reaching out. So moving on forward, because I've got only one more hour to complete the other two sections, we are going to move on portfolio. What is portfolio, right? Why is it important? And why do I need it, right? Portfolio is, as the literal meaning as well, it is a digital is right now a digital resume, but it is basically a proof of your professionalism. Is LinkedIn not enough? Yes, it is enough, but on LinkedIn you cannot add a lot of other things. You cannot add details, you cannot add personal things over there. A portfolio website is where you can share your personal pictures, some places that you went to, that is connected to your, of course, field. Again, your work experience, everything, but in much more detail if you want to. If you want to share your project over there, I'm going to show you mine. And I'm going to tell you there's a lot of places where you can create a free one. Again, they're pretty basic. They ask for money. I've created my own, and I can tell you how to do it if you have a little bit of IT experience. Super easy. Um, Telling you everything that I have. I'm not gatekeeping. Anyways, so as it said, nowadays when you apply for jobs, there are three things that they ask for sure, especially for a technical role that you're applying for. Is one is LinkedIn, second is your website or your portfolio website, and third is your resume. These three things they always ask for, so you need to keep these three things updated as you go. Imagine you updated it last like 3-4 months before, 6 months before. Now your skills might have changed, now your experience might have changed, and now what you should do is different than what you have done before. Anyways, so let's move forward. So the core sections to have on any portfolio website. Again, it is your essentials. It is your name, your short bio, your contact information, a contact form. As I said on LinkedIn, it takes time to connect. It takes times to send you a message. But if you have uh, a portfolio website, a simple JavaScript form, can contact you. I've gotten a lot of emails like that, actually, random people, and sometimes they were spam. But that way, I know that people are going to my portfolio website and they are messaging me over there. Similarly, we add testimonials, we achievements, different things. This kind of thing is better to be seen than read. So I'm going to show you. This is just a description for you guys to come back later on. And let's before moving on to this slide, I want to show what the profile portfolio website actually looks like. Oh, come on. Okay. So this is my portfolio website. right? I have hosted for technical people, I've hosted on GitHub, nothing special. It should be my own domain name, but I don't want to spend more on my domain. It is fine. This is also still fine. It tells me or it tells others what my website do. So I've got different things, as you can see. I've got different sections over here. I've got my different links over here. And this is it could be anything over here. It is your own thing. It doesn't have to be like this or that. You can get creative with it. I'm going to show you another creative profile from a colleague that I worked with, and he created that profile in the start. So actually, I'll show it right now. So this is my friend that I worked with. Well, colleague slash friend. See, this is his name, Shine Nikki, and this is the domain. It looks more professional than at mine. It is built on React and it is more interactive than mine. But the only thing is, it is not as descriptive as mine. See, like a very good. Wow, the visuals are absolutely amazing. I love this thing. I feel it doesn't tell that much about the person, but you get so much involved and your attention span increases because see his different work experience. And then there is one tool that he has added. Yeah, this. I always like to play with these, you can move them and they move around like that. So this is a very heavy website, by the way, and this is how you can contact. Now, again, a very good website that was, but I have stick to a classical, normal website where there's more info about me, and uh, a person who wants to know more about me can visit this and get more information. So my resume that is everywhere. That is on my LinkedIn. That is in my resume itself, but it is on my website as well. And as you can see, you would see very similar data everywhere, but this thing, as I've written it in more descriptive manner. Before in my resume there's like small pointers, but you can see that there's more descriptive. You don't have to write it by yourself. There are AI tools we are using on a daily basis. You can use a Meta AI, you can use Grok, you can use ChatGPT, you can use Perplexity, you can use many other, any AI, DeepSeek. Um, so this is skills, my skills. Look at my skills. Again, it is there's no measurement of them. So this is I've added it to the best of my knowledge and how confident I feel about them. And I'm going to show you how to actually build a profile. Uh, in this session, you're going to learn everything that there is. And these are my education. Now, these certificates, my educational certificates, they don't have a space on my LinkedIn profile because it has a lot of personal information, PII, personal identifiable information. And it is good if you add these kind of certificates, but for your high school and middle school and primary school, I don't think that is as important on LinkedIn. But for my portfolio website, it is very important because I feel these certificates, these transcripts are better off over here than in your personal folders because they're just over there. They're just lying around over here. At least you have it online. And if you want it for some purpose, you can just go to your website, download it from here, and you're done. You have got it. So they're just different filters. Imagine I've got these from my primary school, and this is the I was talking to my brother, and he's like, "Why would I post this?" And look, this is just a good effort. This is when I was in level 1 or standard 1 or 3 class. But all I'm saying is it tells your life achievements that you have been a person of interest for them, and my different IELTS, my SATs, all this information. I don't mind it being here. I want it to be shown to others. These are different projects that I've done. I've done this Meditrack, Chemical 101, Mediwall, all these pictures. Then I can visit them over here. If I open them, they'll open my LinkedIn. Different kind of projects I worked on. Then my certifications that I've been talking about. Over here, over there, it is more just words. Over here, you can see the visuals as well. I've added different icons related to it. And these are just little details. If you're not a person who gets into detail, that is fine. Find someone who will do it for you. I feel once it is done, you can always build on it. When the foundations have been laid, you can always build on it. But if you don't have your foundations, then you would always get lazy and be like, oh, okay, I'll do it later, or you'll try to actually just get away from it. And the main section that I've been talking about, testimonials. These are the same exact testimonials that the recommendations I received on LinkedIn, and I've added it over here. Look how amazing it looks. It looks like someone has given you Google reviews over here. And this is again, see, different, is a classmate, is a friend, uh, I've worked with. So this is how it should look like on your professional profile. And lastly is the contact. If anybody wants to contact me, they can fill out this form or send this message and fill out. This is the message, sorry. Okay, the white background is not doing favors for this. Okay, I might have to edit that, but this is the form. So this is the portfolio website that I've been talking about, different links that I can visit. And moving on forward is the tips that I was telling you that I want to come back to is the tools. This right now that I've for technical people around here, I have hosted on GitHub pages. It is free of cost. It will be free forever. And it is a very simple piece of code. And I've done that and didn't pay anything. So it's free of cost. You just have to do it once. If you don't want to do it, come to me. I can help you out. Similarly, again, it should have, these are tips for people that if you want to see it on your phone, it should have a mobile responsive layout. There should be a download option. It should be fast loading. It shouldn't be heavy. Like I showed it for my friend Shahid, and his website was very heavy because of all those things that were going on. And it shouldn't be like that because, again, if anybody's taking interest in your life, in your professional life, it should be quick, and that is what I try to tell you. Again, pro tip, although I am giving tip to others because it is a genuine tip, I should apply it to my own. I feel like once I get enough for myself, then I'll probably buy it and add it to it. But at least, as I was saying, I have got the foundation. I've got it running. I have something to put uh, on my jobs that I'm applying for. Now, the last but not the least is the resume section. So resume is very important. Resume is said is that's how we say it in here in Canada. I know in different parts of the world, some people call it CV, others call it resume, but there's just a little changes, little differences. But over here we say it resume. Anyways, so as I was talking about, recruiters or any hiring manager, they don't spend a lot of time. They take mostly 10 seconds. And by the way, that is only after your resume is scanned and it went through an ATS system. It is an AI tool that big companies use. It is called application tracking system that checks for those keywords, and if it is not there, it will disregard and send you an automated message that, oh, thank you for applying, although your skills are really good, but we have got other candidates in the pool, stuff like that. So that is when you know that it didn't go through ATS and you got a rejection. uh, and then once the resume passes through the ATS system, then only it will get to a recruiter. So see how difficult the process is nowadays. Once it gets to the recruiter, by law over here, at least Ontario law, someone told me from HR that once it comes to the recruiter, they cannot just reject it without looking at it. So they have to personally visit each resume, only then they can give rejection, because that's the law over here. So the time span is only 8 to 10 seconds. So you have to be very clear in your resume. I showed you my resume. I'll show you again. The formatting should be clear. Imagine if somebody has OCD, or if someone is very they look for details. So imagine if they see that the font is not correct, is not consistent, the font size is not consistent, it's somewhere it's big, somewhere it's bad, the grammar is not okay, the punctuation is not okay. Then these are the little things that if you're not strong in your English language skills, fine, you can get help from someone that you know is better than you. And I feel there's no problem asking for help. I time to time ask for help from anybody who does better than me, and I always remember them. Anyways, let's get back. Keywords. So keywords, as I've been saying, keywords to also showed you how to add those keywords to those job description, keywords that are related to your work experience, your field, and always mention them on your resume. If you don't know how to do it, ask ChatGPT to do it for you, and it does an amazing job. Again, what to have, as I showed you: contact information, profile summary, what is your career objective, you're a new grad, you've got different work experience, what are you doing or whatnot, skills, different, okay, the experience that I was telling you, the STAR method, it is very important, trust me. This is how you do it: situation, task, action, result, right? This is the acronym STAR, but how I like to say it, like what I have done, how I've done it, what was the impact of it. These three important things, if you only keep these three important things in your mind, that is enough for those pointers. But this STAR method is absolutely amazing. What was the situation? What was the task at hand? What was your action, which usually you add a verb over there. And then what was the result, like by what percentage, or what was the result, what was the impact of your work. So that is how you add those pointers. Then again, education and certification, again I showed you all that. Design for resume, sorry, it should be very clear sections. The thing that gives ick, or it gives the person, probably lesser attention span, is if things are not consistent, things are not clear for them. If they want to navigate in your resume, they don't know where to go. So if there's two, three orders, like, like let's say if you're a new student and if you don't have a lot of experience, then your education comes up on the top, and then whatever volunteering experience you have done, and then your skills. You, as students, if you don't have experience, one page resume is more than enough. But if you're a professional like me, where you have many years of experience, 2 pages, and that is it, not more than 2 pages. Whatever you can fit into 2 pages, that is it. Do not exceed 2 pages, because no one's gonna look at it then. Okay. And similarly, I have got yes, writing tips. So use action verbs that I led, I developed, I designed, I worked on this, because those are the words that gives a very professional look to your resume. Although you might have done that work in a very slow paced manner, or in a very comfortable situation, but how you show yourself, how you present yourself on your resume is it. That is everything that anybody and everybody is asking. Okay, so this is just an example. You might have seen that on my resume as well. Increased action verb, server uptime. That was the situation by 20%. The result by automating patch updates. That is the action. Okay. If you don't know how to do that, put it in your put it in chat gpt, just say that, just give me description according to STAR method, and boom, there you go, you'll get it. And two bullet points per role if you've got a lot of experiences. But if you don't, like I've only got 3 or 4 different companies experience, then I usually keep it to 3 to 4, so that I've got more pointers and more places where I can add the keywords. So no paragraphs. Paragraphs are very messy. Nobody likes to go through each and read, and it's not your IELTS paragraph or something like that. It's just bullet points straight up. Sometimes if you do basic things and if you do them well enough, that is it. You don't need anything else. You don't need more. Okay, as I was saying, how to make it ATS friendly and the recruiters. There are different resume builders. You can take a screenshot of this right now. And I already showed you, oh, there is a typo over here, but there are different tools that you can use. I use them regularly. That's why, although I've got a bunch of them, you can contact me after I can share all the list. But this is the usual ones that I use. And then again, for impact, for results, tailor your resume for each job. I myself am very sad about this thing that we have to see times like these where we have to change our resume for each and every job. But that is how the market is nowadays. If you are a business analyst, there are 100 more business analysts out there. If you are a chemical engineer, there are 100 more chemical engineer out there. What is something different about you that that you're better than them, or that could be more intriguing to the recruiters or the hiring manager? It is how you present yourself. See, a lot of companies, they teach you, they give you training. They don't expect a perfect person. No one's perfect. But the only thing that you can make perfect is the way you present yourself. And that is why we are here. And that is what I've been telling you all about. Similarly, quantify achievements, match keywords from the job description, um, unrelated jobs, personal information like age and marital status. And I've seen people even writing complete addresses. Like, what's the purpose of adding that? There's no use for the recruiter or hiring manager for all that. Yeah, it's a good thing if your job requires that. Like, imagine if I'm applying to be uh, let's say for the work I've done, I was working as security guard, right? So for security guard, if I've added that I've got a G license, driving license, it is related to it because they want people who drive and can go for different sites. So although it's not directly connected, but you can mention that, okay? Or if you're applying for a nursing program or a PSW, personal support worker job, and you have added that, oh, I've got experience with my own kids. Okay, so that means that, something related to the job. So that is fine over there. Those are exceptional cases. But normally, no personal info, please. As I was saying, a master resume that I showed you on my Google Docs, and then you tailor it, download it, and you can add it. Similarly, cover letter. Cover letter is another thing that increases your chance of getting selected. And how you do it is, I do it in a very simple way. I was doing it, my strategies were very difficult before for myself, and I've come to a new strategy super easy. What I do is the save PDF button that I showed you on LinkedIn. I save my PDF, I put it in ChatGPT, again, AI tool, use it to your max. I put it over there and I tell them that give me a cover letter, and I add the job description by basically. So whatever the job that there was, I copy it, I paste it in ChatGPT, and I tell them that you have got my info, you have got the job description. I need a cover letter in a human way or in a professional manner or formal tone. However, you want to change the prompt, that is up to you, but keep it professional. And then simple as that, when I'm applying for jobs, because I hate this thing when you have to open upload and you have to upload and this and that. Why should I get into that? So what I usually do is I there's an option always for cover letter where it says enter manually. Always select that, enter manually. It gives you a text box. You copy from there, you paste it there, done. You don't have to upload anything else. So you have uploaded your resume, you have attached your LinkedIn profile URL, you have added your portfolio website URL, you have added your resume, you have added your cover letter, and of course there are other details that you have to add. But this is a proper way of applying. So you can only apply in a proper way when you have the things in a professional manner ready to be used, right? And that is how you use it. So the conclusion to all this, it's been 1.5 hour that I've been speaking on all these things, as you know, these small things, these small tweaks, they make a big difference. Maybe not to the like not in short scope, but when someone looks at your profile, those little things, skills or recommendation or this or that, makes you stand out from other it makes you stand out from other people, because you have more data, you have more things on your profile. It will make your recruiters, your hiring manager, or even your friend, any person who is visiting your profile, they'll look into your details. They'll be more intrigued, like, oh, he has done this as well. Oh, wow, this as well, right? So whatever you put on display is what you are, is how you sell yourself. This is how you're selling yourself to others. This is how you're trying to build that relationship of trust, saying that, see, I have done all this and I can do that. I can do the same thing for you guys, for your company. I can be a person of value. And when you have this kind of profile, right, the best thing you can do is you can negotiate when it comes to money. And I hope all of you guys, if you're working, you get better jobs. If you don't want to move jobs, I hope you get a promotion. If you don't have a job, I hope you get a job. But in any case, once you have this kind of professional look, you, based on all this, you can negotiate your salary. You can always say that, see, I've got this experience, I know this, I've done this. And this is where it shows your credibility. This is how it shows that you're credible enough to negotiate at that stance. This is where you get confidence on yourself, on your things that you have done, and you have nothing to hide now, because you're an open book. You want to learn about myself? Sure, come to my LinkedIn, learn about me. But this is how we do all these things. So over here, I would like to conclude the session. I would definitely tell you guys, if anyone wants to contact me, for sure, where to. If not, then here's my details. And over here, I would stop the recording. One sec. Uh, one sec. How to stop it? Stop recording. No. Share. Sorry, it's been time since I've used it. Okay, here it is.